What's up, guys? Phil here with Miranda Detailing, going live for a long time. I haven't done this in a while. I wanted to go live and chat with you guys a little bit, let you know what's going on, and just kind of hang out with you guys for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. It'll probably go over that, but we'll see. I know, I'm wearing a hat. It's because my hair is all a mess, so I'm not going to show that on camera. We'll wait a little bit just to see who pops in, and hope everyone is having a good evening. Again, I wanted to go live just to talk to you guys and let you know what's been going on and give you some updates for our new garage. And yes, we finally got our high speed. So, Xfinity, Comcast came out and they dropped a temporary line. We've been waiting for 3 months. And yeah, we've been waiting for 3 months and finally they dropped a temporary line here. So we do have our internet up. It is really fast, which I'm really happy with. But they will have to come back and bury the line, and hopefully everything will be done after that. But I'm actually really happy about the internet speeds. We're paying for the highest speed possible, and we're splitting it here with my family, with my parents, so that's actually really, really good. It's cheaper for all of us. So just welcome, say hi to everybody, and welcome everyone here. Awesome. Nice. Hope everyone is having a good evening. So, as far as updates go, we have tons of videos in the pipeline, waiting still to be edited and published. And you're probably going to notice, I still have old videos from our old place. So you're going to see those still pop up. I have a ton of other interior and exterior details that we did at, the old house and Mobley. So you're going to see, maybe the trailer looks different or something looks different, or I don't have a certain product or tool at that time. It's because they're older videos. Like, I think I have them probably dating maybe 8 months back. I know it's a long time, but things have been so crazy. And there are some videos that just kind of got lost in the mix. I record them and I kind of stick them in an archive and wait, and until I need to publish those or want to publish those. And I like to stretch things out as much as possible. So you'll see new ones, you'll see old ones, you'll see a bunch of stuff, and I try to keep things organized so they don't get too lost in the mix. But it's all relevant anyway. So there's going to be all sorts of different videos on all sorts of different subjects. So I do have some out, or not out yet, but I actually have a list here of things that I need to go over. I write them down on a whiteboard here. So I have an idea about comparing polishers. So I have a ton of different polishers here from of course, the Rupes line. I have the Miele, I have the 15 millimeter Mark III, I have the mini Bigfoot, I have the Torque 15 millimeter polisher. I will have a video on that one that I already shot, just needs to be edited and so on. I have this other polisher that's kind of like I guess maybe like the Griots G9 type of polisher, kind of a knockoff polisher called the Platypus. But, it's a 15 mil long throw polisher. It's 1,000 watts. It's very, very powerful. It works great. I have my Max Shine Pro Green back there. I have the other little M85, I believe, that little polisher from Max Shine. I have my old trusty Rupes Mark I sitting down there. I need to actually get a backing plate for it and replace it and replace the brushes in it as well. And you're going to notice I do have some new equipment here. So I got this awesome cart from Max Shine, the 3-tier cart. This thing is awesome. I already have a 3-tier cart over there behind the vehicle that I have a bunch of products in, but I really like this design. So you're going to see this in the videos more often because it has little holders for the bottles, which is awesome. I really love that. And what else does it have? Oh, in each tier it has bottle holders, which is great. It's nice and lightweight. It's slightly smaller than the other one, so I use this one a lot when I'm polishing, rolling it around the vehicle, which I love. It's really good to have a ton of carts when you're working in a garage. I have this little cart here as well. I have another small cart under there. I have this little wheelie stool here, this little creeper. Oh, let me get my thumb out of the camera here so you can see. So another creeper from Max Shine. Again, bottle holders here, or beer holders, whichever you want to put in there. And you can put other tools and things in here. So this thing, really nice. Again, nice free-flowing wheels, big wheels here. They can lock as well. You also have this little shelf in the middle that pops out. You can take it completely out if you want, but very, very nice. The only thing I would suggest is put a cushion on here. But I do know that if you do put some sort of a foam or leather or plastic cushion, over time those will crack and deteriorate, and then it looks really nasty. So I know it's not as comfortable with this, but it will last longer. So pros and cons, you know, you weigh those options when you're thinking of getting a creeper stool like that. I also picked up the Adams Polisher, the Air Cannon Mini. This thing is insane. Love it. Now, I think the company SGCB makes the same one. I mean, it looks exactly the same, but they have a heated option, a button on it, and then this one doesn't. So, but that's okay. I love that thing. I also need to make a video on this, the California Air Tools compressor. This thing is so silent. I wanted something to go in my garage that wasn't going to be blaring your eardrums when it turns on. And this thing is just kind of like a silent hum. It's awesome. So that I got with the DeWalt hose reel and hose. That thing came all together. I think it was only like 50 bucks. It was so cheap. I couldn't not buy it. So I have that now in the corner, which I'm really happy about. Still haven't made the video on the quick jacks yet. I haven't even had a chance to use them yet because I was waiting for another piece, which is this over here. So these are the extensions because the Avalon, the jacking points are too far apart for just the regular 5,000 pound jacks to reach. So I had to buy the extension, the frame extensions for them. So I'll get to that eventually, but I just haven't had time to actually do that yet. So we do have some plans for the shelves here. I just started painting them, so I got to paint all up there. I have some more banners up here, which is great, kind of hide some of the stuff up there. Got some more shelves here as well. So this will hopefully be a little mini retail spot, a temporary one. I have plans for possibly another one in a larger area. Maybe a waiting room, maybe a new office and studio. I don't know yet. We will see. That might be for next year, but I'm excited about those plans. Those are future plans that I have. So all in all, this is actually turning out really nice. Getting all my tools in order, all the products in order. My nice work shelf over here is coming together nicely. I still have to put my slop sink in. The slop sink is here. I got all the plumbing that I needed, and this little thing right up here is actually the tankless water heater for the whole house. Really nice machine. So this, of course, came with the house. And the hot and cold water pipes, you see them run right down there? They go behind the counter. So I can do one of two things. I can either ditch the slop sink and put it somewhere else maybe, and maybe just put a sink right in here, a drop-in sink. That's a possibility, but then I kind of lose some of the storage under here. But then again, it would be nice. The only thing I don't have in here is drainage, so I would have to figure out drainage. But if I put the slop sink here, I can actually drill a hole right through the cinder block down here and just pipe out the gray water. I'm not going to be using that a lot for washing anything. I just want hot and cold water to fill up my buckets, and that's it. And then just to, it can drain a little bit there. It'll only maybe be a few gallons draining at a time. So that's not too bad. Just going to go into the chat here and talk to some people and answer some questions. Hey, a bunch of people are in here. This is awesome. So let's see here. Detailing Vibes, Phil Bloomer from the UK. Awesome. Very nice. Umberto, how you doing? Paul, Detailing Vibes. Very nice. Specky, how's it going? Mike's Meticulous. We got William Smith in here. Awesome. Ludo. So let's see. Oh, what's my opinion on the 303 graphic spray coating? I don't have an opinion yet because I haven't had it. I'm actually waiting for the whole drama to calm down. I've been kind of following it, and then it just kind of gets to me where I'm like, I don't need all of that confusion. It can be a little bit ridiculous, a little bit crazy. And I understand why. You know, I'm sure when the coatings first came out, that was there too. All this controversy, all this stuff about what is it really doing? Is it really working? The whole science behind it. So I'm going to kind of let that calm down. And I'm kind of on the same opinion as Brian from Apex. Who cares as long as it works? I don't need to know all of the science behind it. I just don't need to do that. That can get too confusing. I'm not a chemist. I'm not a scientist. I'm a detailer. If the product works and the durability is there, the ease of use is there, you know, if it checks all those boxes, then I'm happy. But to go into the whole debate about, I don't know, whatever, I'm just not going to get into that. So I'll wait for some stuff to calm down. I'll get a bottle of the 303. I'll get a bottle of a couple of different graphene ones and just start using them. But from what I'm seeing, they are comparable to the ceramic coatings. Do they last longer? Who knows? But if the ease of application is there and they have the same hydrophobic effects, then who cares? If they work, they work. But we'll see. Let's see. So, Larry, Casey, how's it going? Let's see. Oh, so Specky has tried the graphene quick detailer recently. Needs more testing, but I'm impressed so far. Yeah, I think they may have jumped the gun on some of those products. And I don't think the companies like to hear that. They don't like to hear that they jumped the gun and doing it just for hype. So, we'll see where it goes from there. When we actually start seeing durability tests and all of that stuff, or just not even the test, just real world results. Put it on a vehicle and let's see at a year mark. Let's see at the 2-year mark with proper maintenance and all that stuff. We'll see. Yet to be determined, I guess. Let's see here. Oh, you want to ask how we can get hats and banners and stuff like that? Well, actually, Turtle Wax sent us these hats. I'm kind of collecting hats, even though I don't wear hats often. Maybe I should. I have Total Detailing's hats. I got Melco. I got 303 right there. I have Koch Chemi. I actually got 2 of these. So if you want banners, you can always just ask the companies. Just go to their websites, shoot them an email, tell them what you do, tell them you'd love a banner, and see if they send you one. So I kind of put out a call too. I'm like, hey, I would love a banner. I'd love a banner. I got space here to show it off. So Max Shine sent me one. McGuire sent me one. Lithium sent us one. Of course, Turtle Wax, Hybrid Solutions. I made of course, my own banner. We got Car Supplies Warehouse. I got my other little detailing workshop banner. So, yeah, it's nice to kind of fill them up here and make it look nice with all the different companies and stuff. Yeah, so waiting for McGuire's and Turtle Wax. I'm sure they're working on it. I'm sure. But it's nice that maybe they're taking their time. Also, seeing all of this happening, and maybe they're stepping back and they're going to learn from all of the mistakes, maybe not mistakes, but just learn from what's going on and then come out with something that works correctly and works the right way. So we'll see. History repeats itself. Same thing happened with ceramic coatings. Yeah, see, exactly, Huberto, same thing. So yeah, I was watching, I still have to catch up on some of those videos, but Pan did a durability test in the 303 and it stood up pretty well. Yeah, it did. So we'll see when it comes to real life testing, what those products will really do, how they'll hold up. So when it comes to some of the products that we've been getting in, I do have the Koch Chemi ones, and I was going to do a weekend wash, but I kind of ran out of time. If you caught the one maybe 2 weeks ago, I think we did on the Avalon, we used Koch Chemi Microcut and Finish. Microcut and Finish? Yeah. So the finest one with their little purple pad, and that was basically just the cleaning polish, the very fine finish. And it did a great job on my black Avalon's finicky paint. We just did the hood, stripped it, cleaned it, polished it, and then we put the hydrosilics, the new little packets, the little toilet packets on the driver's side here. The middle I used Ethos Defy, and then on all the way on the driver's side we used the new Turtle Wax Seal and Shine, the new stuff. And so far, I mean, it's dirty, but you know, it's got a little bit of water spots. It sat under the trees for basically those 2 weeks. Now it's in here because we've been having construction, a bunch of stuff happening upstairs in our apartment. That's still in the works, getting our own kitchen and separating the upstairs from the rest of the house. It's big enough to do that. So my wife and I are living upstairs, and my parents are downstairs. And then I have this garage and the half of the detached garage outside. But man, when you're looking at the paint though, it's still, you can tell that it's still super, super glossy and the paint is slick. Now, the Ethos Defy is deceiving. Not in a bad way. I don't mean it's a deceiving product. I mean, it doesn't seem like it would be that strong of a product. A lot of these SiO2 infused quick detailers or all-in-ones or spray detailers can be pretty impressive. And that's what I mean. This stuff is super impressive. One coat is all I put on, the middle of the hood here, and I can already see the difference. It rained like 2 days after that, and the middle of the hood was crazy beating. The Turtle Wax side, the Seal and Shine was also beating. The Hydrosilics was also beating, but the Defy beat them all, like beat them both out. With the slickness, definitely. And, hey, Millie. It's my parents' dog, Millie. She shows up in the videos every once in a while, so you might see her. So, but it definitely blew me away. The stuff is still extremely slick. It beads water like crazy. You can see the distinct lines as well from where I taped it and I did the 3 sections. Very impressive with that stuff. So a lot of these quick detail sprays, I'm really happy with them because of the ease of use and the application and the durability, the beading that you get, the slickness. I just love that. So I'm hoping more companies will do that. Maybe that's why 303 went with a spray version also, just because, not just for the consumer, but even for us, even for mobile detailers, for a shop environment here, when someone brings in their vehicle and they don't want a ceramic coating, but they want something strong. So we'll do a paint enhancement or a paint cleansing, and then spray that stuff on, apply it, and it's good to go. And the durability is awesome, the beading is awesome, all that stuff. So I do have a video coming out too. We use the Torque Mirror Shine, and a lot of hate on these products. I haven't had F11 yet. If they send it to me, then I'll try it, whatever. But I have to agree, I mean, the durability on that isn't there, because I had it on the door here, the driver door, and it seemed to be okay, but it's not super, super crazy beading. It's just like a typical spray wax. But where that product does shine is ease of use and application. Spray it on, wipe it off. It's slick, and it does bead water, when it rains and all that. And it does make it easier to wash, but it's not a super beading type of product. But I'm actually really happy with the Torque products. Their wireless detailer is great. Their high gloss tire shine, great. Haven't tried their car shampoo yet. Their Decon shampoo, really nice stuff. A little bottle of, what is it called? Reverse, a little scratch remover. You'll see how I use it on the vehicle in one of the videos. Haven't used this yet, but I've seen some videos on this, and the durability on this stuff also impressive. So many different products that are coming out now and trying to follow that same line of ease of application and, trying to boost the durability. A lot of products, or some products, do need to work on their durability. Maybe it is not putting enough concentration of whatever polymers and SiO2 particles in there and all of that stuff. Maybe the ratios aren't quite there for the durability, but that's okay. They can work on it. They can improve it. The last coat did. So the last coat version 1, everybody said they didn't like it, and then they improved, and now everybody loves it, or most people love it. So hopefully the companies like that will take notes and improve because of detailers like you and me. So that's kind of the name of the game also. I think that's really good for companies to do that. Send the products out, test them, and if they're not quite there, okay, back to the drawing board, reformulate, and make them better products. So I think that's awesome for companies to do that. Now you guys may have already heard about Total Detailing's products. He's working on more. So excited to see what he comes out with. Now, the Drift Shampoo is an amazing shampoo. Super thick, nothing in here also to mess with anything. So it's pH neutral, it's going to be safe on all finishes, and I only put 2 to 3 ounces in my foam cannon in the 32-ounce bottle, and it foams up like crazy. So I did have to fix one of the foam cans that I had and put a better orifice in it and blow it out and clean it out, and then it foamed up like crazy. So that's like a half an ounce to 3/4 of an ounce per vehicle. I could get actually 4 vehicles out of that 32-ounce bottle. That's pretty impressive. So kudos to Gabe for that shampoo. That stuff is awesome. And then the Kinetic detail spray also. Oh, this stuff is so nice. Not only does it smell delicious, but the slickness is there. And is there protection? Yeah, it can be a drying aid. It can be kind of a spray wax. And you'll probably typically get anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks, as a topper or a maintenance on top of protection that's already there. So really happy with those products. I did get to pick up the Bee Booster from McGuire's. Loving this stuff too. Awesome, awesome product. That too can be a standalone sealant or topper, and it can be diluted up to 4-to-1 or 3-to-1. 4-to-1, 3-to-1, something like that with water. So very versatile product. I think that's awesome. Gonna go into the chat here and talk to a couple of people. So someone said the turtle wax ceramic polish kind of grabby. There's a trick to the new hybrid solution products, and all of them will say use a damp rag, use a rag, a towel, use a spritz of water. Once you do that and you get used to the application, then it works. I actually saw a couple of videos of some detailers that were showing the differences in products. Not all products are made the same. Some will have a more difficult application, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It means it's different. So for the price point, when you're looking at the Hybrid Solutions products, the price point, they are very affordable. But maybe the trade-off is you need to learn how to remove the products, how to work with the products. A lot of people just don't like that. They want something that is super easy to use, and I agree. I understand that. That's reasonable. But again, some of the products that are very easy to use are a little bit higher priced. There's a balance, There's a balance to be struck with those products, and you just have to learn how to work with them. I know, somebody's like, ugh, torque. I know. Let's see here. So have I tried any of the Built Hamber range? No, I haven't. That's another line that I know a lot of people love in the UK, and a lot of people are starting to use it here in the US. When I was trying to get my hands on some before, you can't get the whole range. You can only get a few things here in the US. So maybe like Koch Chemie, they will be bringing more of their stuff into the US. I'm sure there are people who are able to sell it, but I'm trying to be smart about buying products too. I know a lot of companies send me products. I get them for free. I'm very upfront about that. That's fine. But then there are other products that I need to go and buy myself. And those are products that, like Koch Chemie and the Built Hamber range, that I'm not just going to go out and buy all those products. I just don't have a need for them. So if they do want to send them to me and I'll try them, sure. But I can't be buying all the different products out there. I'm not going to have room for them all. So slowly but surely, I try to get as many products as possible. Do I do detailing classes? I'd love to drive to you and pay. Yeah, we started the detailing workshop. So we've already, we've already held about 4 classes or 5 classes. Just had one this past Friday. So those are going really great. I'm really enjoying those. Just spending the whole day with someone who wants to learn, 9 to 5. And right now, I'm still working out some of the prices. I started with a certain price. Those prices might be adjusted. They might be going up just slightly because I'm realizing that I may need a few other things here in the shop to be able to provide. But, when you come here, you get a free t-shirt. You get all of the knowledge that I can give you within the time frame. And if you want to do multi-days, then you can. I do have one who's scheduled the entire week, Monday through Friday, and he just wants to learn everything that he can, from products to the business side of it to everything. And I'm just going to basically give him all the knowledge that I can. It is nice that I do have a ton of different polishers, a ton of different products here to use, pads, towels, all sorts of stuff. So if you do want to check out the classes, then go to thedetailingworkshop.com and you can just contact me there and we can find a date for you if you want to try that. So, but I'm really enjoying doing that for guys who want to learn. So let's see. Oh, I know. Papa Smurf is doing his in a minute. So, yep, I know. I'll be ending here too as well. So, but thank you for everybody for coming in. Let's see. Oh, April. Yeah, I just saw your comment. So glass spots that show up during humidity, defrosting, any tip. You know what? Here's the thing with some of those water spots too. If they're on the outside, paint or glass, sometimes you can polish them to the point where they're diminished and you don't see them until moisture hits it. And the moisture is still hanging on just slightly to whatever the little mineral deposit around that little ring is there. You may not see it until it gets wet and the moisture actually attaches to it. So if it's on the glass, you may need to polish the glass with something stronger. The polish here, the glass polish from CarPro, they're Ceraglass, and they also make a rayon pad, almost like it's not a microfiber, but it's a rayon material, different type of material. You use that combined with this, and of course that's harder. Glass is harder than paint. It's going to be a lot more difficult to polish out, but you got to be careful with heat. So if you're going to polish glass, you've got to be very careful with heat. Use a DA polisher and go in smaller sections and try to remove those water spots. I don't know if you're going to be able to get them completely out if they are extremely bad, but if you've already diminished them to that point, you should be able to go a little bit further and remove them. But if it shows up in the humidity like that, even after that polishing, well, I'm not really sure. Sometimes it ruins the glass. Sometimes it etches into the glass, and there's not much you can do with it at all. So sometimes you might have to live with it if it's really, really bad. So Andrew said, assume you don't like football. I'm not a sports person, like at all. Never have been. I've really been bad at sports. I know. Sad. Let's see here. Enjoying the channel. Thank you. Looking good. Oh, thanks. Maybe it's the hat and my hair. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So the Enzo brand. I'm really liking the Enzo brand. It is definitely a bougie product. You know, they're expensive. They're boutique items. You're not going to use these for everyday detailing or for mobile detailers. They're for kind of the show and for guys who have a beautiful garage and a beautiful car. You know, the products look beautiful on the shelf, right? But they do work. Don't get me wrong. They do work. They're great. But you're not going to just go out and buy those and be using them on your daily driver or for your detailing business. They're for a specific person, you know, in the detailing world. I did pick up the Dr. Beasley's NSP Z1. I'm actually pretty excited to try this stuff out. The one-step primer. Basically, it's an all-in-one also. So I'm excited to try that out. And the other bottle here is their metal coat. So ceramic coating in a cream form for metal, which is pretty interesting. Let's see. Sorry about that. So what's on the passenger door of the Avalon? Are you still not allowed to say? I can't say. Sorry. Let's see. But I am testing something on there, and so far it's been pretty good. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let's hope so. Built Hammer double speed wax. Really good wax for the price. Oh, awesome. Nice. When you had asked about Enzo, how do I like the brand as far as the soap goes? The soap is good. I don't have their pure shampoo. I have their Polaris Snow Foam. So that's basically their pre-wash. I used it like a shampoo, but they have their other pure shampoo, which I don't have yet. I need to get my hands on that one. It wasn't at the Car Supplies warehouse when I wanted to get it. It was sold out at the time. So video on customer agreement form coming soon. Yes, actually, that was on my list. here because on my whiteboard I have a bunch of different things on there that I need to get to um, filming and editing. But the new acknowledgement form thing, I definitely need to make a video on that because I have an online one now. If you want to check it out for yourself, you can see it. If you just go onto our webpage, mirandadetailing.com, onto the services page, and you'll see before all the services begin in red letters, acknowledgement form, and there's like 3 bullet points there, but it says you can click on there. And if you click on there, it brings you to JotForm, which is an online service, and you can do digital signatures. You can do a ton of stuff on there. So really, really good way to get that acknowledgement form signed. Just send a link to your customer, have them check all the boxes, even send pictures on there, all sorts of stuff. And I got that tip from Gabe from Total Detailing. I did not come up with that on my own. He actually was like, hey, why don't you just have an online form? And that was awesome. So he did some research, found out that was a good option. So I did the same thing. So Gabe, Total Detailing, thank you, man. That guy is so full of ideas. It's awesome. And he's like running full force with his detailing business and his product line. So really excited for you. And you know, Gabe was the first. I have another video also. I was going to start doing some of the intro and outro stuff today, but I'm running out of time. Maybe I'll do it right after this. But we actually filmed the very first detailing workshop class with him. He kind of helped me pilot the whole thing. He was the first student, and he was the one who really got it off the ground because I was kind of dragging my feet a little bit. To be honest, I was a little afraid. I was a little intimidated by holding a class and, you know, what can I really give and what can I really teach and instruct by myself here in this little garage. But then again, you know, it is one-on-one. It's a smaller venue, and even for the price, it's a good price for the day, and it's worth your money because you get all of the attention. There's no other students here. It's just you, one-on-one. Will I expand it to something bigger? Maybe, but when you do that, then you lose that intimacy, you know, that one-on-one thing that I think people really want. So we'll see in the future. Oh, so let's see here. Did any customer not want to sign it? Not yet, not the digital one, but I did have one customer where I sent it to them, and then they called me back and they just canceled the appointment. Actually, they just sent a text and said, I no longer want to have your service or whatever. And I said, replied to them and said, okay, that's great. That's what my acknowledgement form is there for. Basically, like saying, exactly, I just dodged a bullet. So that's fine. If they don't want to sign it, then you don't do the work. They have to agree to it. You're a business. You're not just a fly-by-night person who's just detailing on the side. And if you are, still have an acknowledgement form if you are detailing on the side. I mean, not a fly-by-night guy, because that's not good. Let's see here. I gotta catch up on some of the comments. I'm sure I missed some, and I apologize if I missed some of your comments or questions. How much is the class? Right now, it's between $500 to $600 a day. So kind of depending on what you want to learn, you can work on your own vehicle, or if you need me to provide a vehicle, I think I can do that too. I've had a couple of friends here that I'm just detailing their vehicles for free or half price or something like that. So that's an option too. You can either work on your own or I can try to provide one. But it's better if you work on your own, because what we'll do is we will show you on your own vehicle how to do things, and then you can practice later on. It's kind of like homework at the end of the class. You work on your own vehicle and institute what we learned in the courses. So I think that's a good lesson to do that. Let's see. Oh, have I tried the DPC T-Series coatings? No, I haven't yet. How's the Koch Chemi compared to Sonax? I have to say the heavy cut is not as heavy as the Sonax one. Oh, I'm already forgetting what that one's called. There's so many names. It's not as heavy, I don't think. Or maybe it depends on the pad too. Maybe it depends on the paint. I'm going to need to do it, the cutbacks. That I'm going to have to show it on maybe this vehicle and do side by side to really see what it does. And The seems like the Koch Chemie polishes and pads are definitely designed to work well with each other. So I've only tried the micro cut and finish with the purple pad. I haven't tried the yellow or the red one yet. They're more coarse. So I haven't tried those yet. I need to do that. Let's see here. I have paint with gold flecks. Is there a product that exposes those better? So nice. I like to show it off better. Oh, okay. Like a pearl, maybe like a pearl or metallic in your paint. Um, the more that you polish the paint, if you can polish and then use whatever protection product. I mean, gloss and shine can be kind of subjective. What I think is glossy, maybe another person is like meh, but that's all due to each person's preferences. But usually, if you're going to be compounding and polishing the paint, make sure to get those swirls out because swirls, I have found, well, everybody has found, all detailers have found, it really diminishes the depth in the paint. And the depth is going to bring out those metallic and pearl flakes. So you have the light from the swirls being refracted all over the place, and you can't see the true depth in the paint. You can't see the metallic pearl in it and the beautiful colors that those can really provide and make them pop. So you need to be able to polish the paint, compound it and polish it, get the defects out, and hopefully that'll really make the metallic flake pop in the paint. Do I have a YouTube channel? I never watch it. Yeah, I think you're watching it now. Yeah, it's Miranda Detailing. Yeah, check it out. Oakland, Maryland. Oh, hey, Callis, how's it going? Oh, Casey, you asked, what is the acknowledgement form? So I do have an old video. If you go into our channel and just search acknowledgement form, you'll find it. But it's an old video. It's almost 2 years old now. So I definitely need to update it because we added some things to it, and I need to talk about it more for businesses because if you are running a detailing business, any business, service-based, even if you're just cleaning, we used to clean houses, we really should have had an acknowledgement form and have the customer sign it and maybe even sign it each year and keep it updated. That's an option, but usually once it's signed, it's there and it's pretty ironclad, unless you're going to be dealing with someone with crazy lawyers that want to attack you. But realistically, I mean, you're detailing vehicles. Nobody should be attacking you, for any reason like that. Have I tried any of the Auto Finesse products? No, I haven't. I would love to, though. Are there any products that I don't recommend? That's kind of a tough question because some products that I don't like, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad. I just don't use them as often. So I'm trying to think of products that I wouldn't really recommend. I really can't say I wouldn't recommend it. Here's the thing when it comes to recommending products. It's all going to depend on what you're doing. Are you a detailing business? Are you a mobile guy, shop environment? What are your prices? What are your demographics? What type of customers do you have? So if you're mobile detailing and you're charging, I don't know, anywhere between $150, which is pretty cheap, to $300 for a full detail, inside and out, as much as you can go, minus paint correction and polishing, minus interior protection on plastics and carpet, just cleaning and then exterior washing, clay barring, machine applied wax or sealant, something like that. That's relatively simple, but you need products that are going to be cost effective. So you can't be getting, for instance, Dr. Beasley's products. Do these work? Yeah, they do. They're awesome products, but they're boutique items. They're expensive. Do they work in a shop environment? Yes, they could. They do. I use them here, but I don't purchase these specifically for detailing. They'll be for specific things, but that's about it. I'm going to buy products like Meguiar's, Turtle Wax, 3D. 3D makes amazing products in gallon form. Malco. So those products in the gallon forms that are dilutable and priced affordably, those are the ones that I'm going to recommend for mobile detailers because that's what I use in the mobile detailing business. But if you're in a shop environment, you're doing high-end cars all the time and you're making top dollar on them, you can buy whatever you want. You can buy the most expensive products and be fine because that's what you're giving to your customer. You're kind of boasting, not boasting in a bad way, but kind of boasting the quality and saying, look, I use Dr. Beasley's products only, or I use these products. maybe not only, but using a variety of products I think is good anyway. Or using Enzo products or Modesta. Those are like top tier products that only certain shops should be using because they're charging for it. So I don't really think there's a product I don't recommend. I just think that there are certain products for certain businesses depending on what you're doing. Um, there are some products that I can't really speak on because I don't have all of them and I haven't tried them in many different avenues of detailing. So it's kind of a loaded question. I think that really does have to do with personal preference and what you're doing for detailing. Because some guys just really don't like the Hybrid Solutions products, but that's just their personal choice. I like them. I've used them on plenty of vehicles in the mobile detailing setting and here in the shop. So I think it's just personal preference, really. But I'm sure there are some products out there that are just not really that good. You know, even within Meguiar's, there's some Meguiar's products. Okay, here's an example. This product right here. This hasn't been out in a long time. I still have one more bottle of it. But this Paint Protect was only out for maybe a couple of years, and then they discontinued it because everybody's like, it's garbage, doesn't work. It doesn't work on paint, but it works on plastic. It looks like a plastic restore type of product, you know? It looks like Blackwell Pro or something. But I wouldn't recommend it for paint because it's greasy and it just doesn't work well for paint, but it works well for trim. So, is it a bad product? Not necessarily. But unfortunately, they discontinued it. So, if some people had showed how to use it on plastics, maybe they would have just changed the label on it or something. Let's get back to some of the comments. Thank you again for those good questions. That's great. Good conversation. If you had to choose one brand for all detailing chemicals, what would it be? Oh, man. All detailing chemicals? Well, I guess I would have to go with Meguiar's. Only because their range covers almost everything. And gallon forms you can get easily and affordably. If I had to choose. But I'm glad I don't have to because I need and want other products. But, you know, that's why Meguiar's just makes such a good range of products. And they do kind of dominate the market because of that, which is fine. And that's great. There's no problem with that at all. Meguiar's is awesome. I love their products. Does Lithium Ceramic Slam last a long time? Yeah, it does. I actually did have it on my rear door, driver's side, for at least 6 months. And now it's finally gone. Like, I can tell that it's gone. I got to put something else on there. But that was like, I think just one coat. And I applied it in the full sun. I have a video on that. I applied it in the full sun to test it. And it lasted at least 5 or 6 months. It was awesome. I just never did anything to it. I just washed it, dried it. And it just kept on beating and beating and beating. And it's great stuff. I do love that. Auto Finesse Avalanche. And I believe they're originators of Fallout. But Auto Finesse Avalanche is a pre-foam, and letting it dwell for 5 to 10 minutes does an amazing job. Awesome. Oh, that's nice. I have heard about Avalanche. I have heard that it's really good. If I did one-on-one class, would you be able to help with trailer setup if I brought it? Yes, definitely, Casey. So here's another thing with the class, which hopefully maybe in the future, maybe beginning of the year or in the spring, I'm hoping to have someone else kind of help me with trailer design and setup. Tony Ralda from Ralda's Details is incredible at designing and building, basically fabricating things for trailers, vans, and trucks. He knows how to, he knows how to weld. He knows all that stuff about electrical work. He can build amazing setups. So we might be joining forces and helping people to set up their trailers. Even if you want, if it's within your budget and you can afford it, I know it can be pricey this way, but if you wanted to purchase the trailer and basically we deck it out for you. You know, we would spend a couple of days, spend the money and purchase a generator, the pressure washer system, just everything. I mean, if you really want to go out and spend the money and do that, you know, invest the money in it, and we could build the whole setup for you. That's a possibility. I think that would be really, really cool. Or at least help you with it. You know, show you what to buy, what to purchase, and then maybe build the basic bones, you know, the skeleton in the the trailer, and then you can put stuff together yourself. That's also an option. So who knows? Tony and I might join forces. We were talking about it the other day. That'd be really awesome. How's it going, professional car detailing? Let's see. Would you say Sonax in large quantities is cost effective? The Sonax brand, again, it's a higher brand and it's a little bit more expensive. So if you are, say, in a shop environment and you're doing higher end jobs all the time, then you can afford it. You can purchase it, it's fine. For a mobile detailer, I don't know, it depends on your area. If you're charging $300 to $400 and up for full details, then yeah, it'll probably be cost effective. But you just got to watch that bottom line. Make sure that you're not spending too much in products, and if you are buying more expensive products, use them sparingly. And have other products like shampoos and degreasers that are more affordable from one company, and then have specialty products maybe from another. That is kind of what I do. I mix and match them depending on what I need to do. So guys, I'm sorry I got to cut it short. I got a phone call coming in. But thank you guys for joining us. Look forward to the channel for more videos. Tons of stuff coming out. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night.